Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. Just in case you guys didn't know, Gremlins is something that's still beloved around the world. Matter of fact, I have a Gremlins Mountain Dew commercial on my channel that's hit close to 50,000 views. People still love Gremlins. Folks have been waiting for the sequel, Gremlins 3, for decades. And now we just got a piece of good news, in my opinion. Gremlins 3 gets a significant update from the original writer. And when I seen this, I thought to myself, this is fantastic news. The original Gremlins came out such a long time ago that there's certainly a contingent of viewers out there that don't know much about the impish and hell-raising little suckers. That's going to change soon with the long-awaited Gremlins 3 getting closer to actual production now. And though there have been significant advancements in movie making since the original hit screens decades ago, it looks like in some ways the new movie will stick to the first one's roots. That's fantastic news. That is wonderful news. In a talk with Collider a bit ago, original Gremlins writer Christopher Columbus shared some ideas about where they're going with Gremlins 3. And thinking about how they would bring the buggers to the big screen again, Columbus seemed intent on maintaining a certain amount of realism when it came to how they'd get the job done, not wanting to automatically use the current technology at filmmakers' fingertips to produce all manner of different things in movies. Columbus felt that sticking to the simpler way would be the best. He said, I would do it as tangible puppets, not CGI. Maybe having, we had one stop motion scenes in the first Gremlins, but I don't think I'd use much CGI in Gremlins 3. Yeah, that's a good point, because Gremlins had a real feel. It's like they seemed tangible. And to take that away just because of today's current technology, I'm going to tell you guys something. That is something that is actually messing up a lot of things. Like people could see the fakeness in CGI. There's no kind of realism in it. And to keep everything fleshed out, to make it as realistic as possible using puppets would actually be the greatest thing for Gremlins 3. To turn it over to CGI after the first two movies would be a horrible mistake. And that's what a lot of people do when it comes to movie making, and that's where a lot of them fuck up. But that's my opinion. This is an interesting take from Columbus, considering the current nature of filmmaking and the amount of special effects technology at artists' disposal. Wanting to keep Gremlins 3 to puppets and the little stop motion is certainly admirable, and it would help bridge the gap between what we got in the early 80s as well, considering Gremlins 3 is reported to be a direct sequel to the first movie, not including CGI, now in the flick would help to align it more with the original. From a continuity standpoint, this would seem an important distinction to make. Part of the first movie's allure was that the characters were incredibly unique, memorable for their look and mannerisms. Yeah, they all had their own individual personalities. And I'm gonna be honest, when I was a kid, I felt like Gremlins were real. After I watched that movie, I'd wake up and I would look under my bed. It might sound crazy, but I would pray that Gizmo would come and basically come hang out with your boy. From that standpoint, I think they should stay with what got them there in the first place. And CGI is not the way. There's been a lot of things that had came out back in the 80s that when they try to redo it now, it just doesn't have the same feel, because CGI is not the real shits. And there's nothing like everything looking and feeling like it's coming to life. The original Gremlins did use puppets for both of the cuddly and cute Gizmo, the unsuspecting Mogwai, as well as the titular Gremlins who pop out of the little dude when he gets wet and fed after midnight. And they used a bit of stop motion for Gremlins 2, the new batch, to replicate the movements of the first two movies. In Gremlins 3, it would make sense why Columbus was interested in keeping it the same. If one need not CGI, then why bother? Not everything needs to be brought into the present day when the strategies of the past work just fine. And I totally agree with that. It's one of those things that I'm going to be honest, it just feels like movie making has gotten lazy. It's gotten very lazy. And all the things that worked 40 years ago, 50 years ago, people tend to look at that like it's outdated. No, the thing is, from my perspective, the movie industry got lazy. So guess what? They rely now on CGI when there's other ways to make good movies and everything doesn't have to be CGI. Just basically, that's just what it is. Christopher Columbus penned the original Gremlins script, which hit theaters all the way back in 1984. The movie was a massive hit, earning over $200 million at the box office on just an $11 million budget. Wow. The sequel didn't come close to the same lofty heights. Columbus is said to be working on Gremlins 3, though the script is from Carl Ellsworth this time around. There is no definitive timeline on which we can expect it to hit the big screens, but it very much appears the team is working out the different specifics with the production. Shit, that's the greatest news. As long as everything's gearing up to go, shit, I'm excited. I can't wait. I love Gremlins, and things like Gremlins, it needs to come back. We don't have enough of that right now. So all of it needs to come back, and I'm excited and I'm looking forward to it. And there you have it. What do you guys think of Gremlins 3 coming soon? Me, I'm excited. I can't wait. If we have to wait another year or two, I'm fine with that. Just as long as they come with something that's on the level of number one. Number two was cool. Number two was cool. But there's nothing like the first one. And if they come with something that's on the level of number one, I know it'll be a hit in today's era. And we could be looking forward to hopefully a Gremlins 4 once Gremlins 3 hits and becomes a smash hit. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my opinion. You guys, please let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Are you excited to hear that Gremlins is coming back? Is this something that, you would love to see in the future? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media, and I'm out. Peace.